Praise God for this opportunity na magkakwentuhan tayo this afternoon. So far po, kamusta ang inyong weekend, Facebook family? So it's been an action-packed week. Nagsimula po nung Sunday, prayers, meeting with many senators. We went to sleep just expecting a ordinary day nung Monday. Then to God's grace and mercy, I got a call Sunday morning. Monday afternoon, nakumpleto yung 13. Dumating si Senator Bato. And only to God's grace and mercy, nagpalit ng liderato sa Senado. Then of course, tumuloy-tuloy na. I was hoping na ang ating topic ng Thursday at Friday ay ang aking privilege speech nung Wednesday na ang tawag po ay, ang pangalan po ay Bigger Picture. Let me give you the 2-minute version. So sinabi ko dun sa Bigger Picture na medyo nakatutok tayo sa politika, lalo po sa news at saka sa social media. Pero ang ordinaryong Pilipino, hindi lang siyempre political yung lens. Meron economic lens, no? O ibig sabihin, kumbaga sa salamin, yung economic lens, yung pananaw ba na kamusta ang taas ng presyo, or PTK po yung ginamit natin, presyo, trabaho, kita. Kamusta ang presyo? Abot kaya ba? Or pataas ng pataas? Kahit okay yung presyo or mataas ang presyo, may trabaho ka ba? Kasi kung wala kang trabaho, or wala kang negosyo, wala ring kita. At syempre, dinagdag din po natin yung issue ng corruption. Pinag-usapan din po natin doon na yung spiritual lens o yung sinasabi po natin morality and values. Importante po sa isang community, maging yan po ay pamilya, maging church, maging samahan ng magkakapitbahay, Tricycle Operator and Drivers Association or TODA, yan po ay maging barkada, yan po ay maging barangay, city, isang nation, yung values at yung kultura ng isang community. At pinag-usapan po natin doon na pag pinag-usapan natin ay kultura, meron tinatawag na 7 spheres or mountains, no? Yung pong family, yung pong church, yung pong government, business, education, health, at media. Ang media, kasama na po dyan ang entertainment at journalism. At pinag-usapan natin sa 7 yan, na spheres or mountains of culture, lumalabas po ang values, ang sistema, ang pang-araw-araw na buhay ng isang tao, isang pamilya, isang bansa. So let's say when we're addressing corruption, hindi lang yung investigasyon at pagkaso nun, pero yung values, may integrity ba ang sistema, may integrity ba, may value ba ang tao na wag magnakaw. In talking of all of that kasi, tayo'y naniniwala na yung pang-araw-araw na buhay ni Juana de la Cruz, ay hindi na pag-uusapan kasi syempre, maging sa Marites, maging sa official na news, maging sa chat groups, maging sa SOCMED, yung mga nagba-viral usually ay yung mga events at saka yung mga intriga. So sabi ko nga, from the search for the truth ay naging mga propaganda. For example, paulit-ulit na sinabi na kaya nagkaroon ng leadership change para pigilan yung impeachment. Pero nakita nyo naman po, Wednesday night, nung nakuha natin yung articles of impeachment, kahit na may kaguluhan sa Senate, tinapos po natin. Nung tinanong po ako ng Secretariat, tatapusin po ba natin ang pag-check niyan tonight para bukas masulatan na natin yung House? Nakiusap po ako sa kanila at sabi nila, sir, duty namin to. Despite po yung anxiety at yung trauma na nangyari dun sa barilan sa Senate. The next day, within 24 hours, pinadala na po natin sa House of Representatives. Kasama sa sulat na yan, yung order na nasa order of business sa Monday, ang articles of impeachment at magko-convene na tayo bilang impeachment court. So ulitin ko lang po clarification number 1. Walang delay. In fact, sa Monday, magko-convene na yung impeachment court. So I hope those who made a judgment, may you be a religious leader, may you be deans of law schools, may you be a private citizen, sabi ko naman po, we accept your criticism, dapat maging aktivista, dapat kalampagin nyo kami, pero if you made a judgment or an accusation, let's also have the humility of saying, ay mali pala kami. Kasi kita nyo naman pala ho, hindi totoo at propaganda lang at paninira sa bagong majority na yung impeachment ang main reason na pagpapalit, di ba? Marami tayong pag-uusapan kung bakit pinalitan ang majority, kasama dyan yung direction. Tingin ko po hindi natututukan ng husto yung present crisis ng ating bansa. Fuel price crisis, crisis po sa energy, crisis po sa trust sa gobyerno. And I'm not talking about the administration alone. Trust in the legislature, in the House, the Senate, trust sa ating traditional media, trust sa social media, trust sa ating administrasyon, trust sa impeachment process. Yung tiwala ba na may mga leader tayo na ginagawa nila ang lahat ng kaya nila para mapababa ang presyo or makontrol ang inflation, or that every student ay meron pong gamit at maganda po ang direksyon ng ating education system para may trabaho kagad. O yung tiwala po sa PhilHealth sa nangyaring mga budget scandal, or tiwala po sa DOH na parating may problema sa bidding at sa supply ng bakuna at ng gamot. Tiwala ng ating OFWs ay nasa magandang kalagayan, or that we're doing everything for their safety and welfare. May maraming issues po yan safety and welfare. Okay. So, let me clarify a second thing before I go to the main topic. I'd like to clarify na agad-agad sinecure yung CCTV sa Senate. Marami pong theories, marami pong haka-haka, maraming nagpupush ng narrative, no? Isa sa unang sinabi sa akin ni Secretary ni Secretary John Vic Remulla ay pagdating sa Senate, we will secure the Senate, we will make sure that everyone's safe. Sabi niya, Senate President, or kilala naman niya ako, so sabi niya, Alan, please make sure may access kami at na-secure yung CCTV. So as soon as I saw the Sergeant at Arms, sinabi ko na parating dito si Secretary Remulla, make sure that in front of them, makita nila yung CCTV, tapos may dalawang kopya. May kopya tayo, may kopya sila. Pangalawa ko sinabi po sa Sergeant at Arms, of course mabilis po to, so as far as I can recall, joint investigation to. Kailangan full transparency. Hindi pwede natin sabihin jurisdiction natin to, so tayo lang mag-iimbestiga. Klarong-klaro po yon na sinabi natin na to be transparent at naibigay ka agad to sa PNP at DILG. So sa lahat ng humihingi ng kopya, maging sa Office of the Ombudsman, maging sa NBI, I'll sort out the technicalities at legal later on kasi even yung sinabi ko kahapon na kung sinususpindi nyo ang aming Sergeant of Arms, I have to wait for the memo ng aming legal and to ask the other senators kasi may legal issue dyan. But ang sabi ko, to be fair, tandaan nyo na sa investigasyon, napaka-importante yung impartial. Kung walang credibility yung investigasyon, bali wala investigasyon. So, paano mag-iimbestiga ang NBI kung sila mismo ang iniimbestigahan? Diba? Tandaan nyo po, paulit-ulit sinabi sa amin, na wala sila sa aming premises at wala sila sa GSIS. Nangako din ang NBI na bibigyan kami ng kopya ng warrant at hindi naman kami binigyan ng kopya. So, hindi pa namin nakikita yung warrant. So, paano nila sasabihin sa amin na dapat ay dinetain namin si Senator Bato? Even assuming that we had the power to detain him. Number 3, they promised us an investigation dun sa mga nakipaghabulan na agents nila nung Monday. Hanggang ngayon, wala yon. But idadagdag ko lang, yesterday, sinabi po ni ng DOJ Secretary na alam nila ang pagkilos ng NBI nung Monday at Wednesday. So of course, that's the first time I heard na alam ng DOJ yung pagkilos. Then they announced mag-iimbestiga sila. Baliktad ata, you should be part of those being investigated. Kasi iniimbestigahan nga yung ginawa ng NBI. So kung alam nyo, ba't hindi kayo nagsalita? So, hindi yan ang topic ko ngayon hapon, but eto lang iwanan ko sa inyo. If you wanna be the good guys, or you wanna be the vida, hindi pwedeng ikaw ay kontrabida. Okay? So, klaro yon. Hindi pwedeng sasabihin mo, mag-iimbestiga para malaman ang katotohanan, tapos ikaw pala yung dapat imbestigahan. That's precisely why I allowed the DILG and PNP, kasi hindi naman pwedeng Senate lang ang mag-iimbestiga. Dapat malaman din nila. But, one point lang, no, may napanood ako, I hope that wasn't AI. I know that reporter or news anchor sa isang radio station, tinanong niya si General Aberin, isang kilalang general with integrity, na sa labas, tinanong na, Sir, kung ito ay isang residence at may warrant of arrest ka, sigurado, pinasok nyo na yung residence na yon. Hindi nga department ng gobyerno ang Senado. Ito ay isang branch of government. There are 3 branches of government: executive, legislative, and judicial. Sige nga, subukan nyo na armado kayo, pumunta kayo sa DOJ, tapos paalisin kayo ng Lunes. Sabihin nyo, wala kayong agent doon. Balikan nyo ng Wednesday na meron kayo, tactical gear kayo at may dala kayong mahabang barel. Tignan po natin kung masaserve nyo basta doon sa loob o kung yung marshals nila ay kikilos. Or pumunta kayo ng Malacanang. Huwag nyo na sabihin presidente, sabihin nyo may isang official sa Malacanang na magsaserve kayo ng warrant. Sa Malacanang gawin, hindi kayo mag-coordinate sa Office of the Executive Secretary or sa PSG. Tignan natin kung hindi magkaputukan doon o hindi magkaroon ng warning shot, di ba? So, let's not confuse the public. Di ba? So, kung halimbawa yung isang senador who should act like an ordinary citizen, let's say, umorder ng pansit, yung uunahan niya sa restaurant or sa kalenderya ang isang ordinary citizen, yun, valid sabihin yun na porque senador ka, uunahin ka. Hindi ba dapat just like an ordinary citizen, nakapila ka? Pero yung sasabihin mo mag-serve ka ng warrant of arrest sa loob ng Senado, sasabihin mo this is like a private residence, kunting aral-aral naman. Napakabigat ng implication sa publiko kung tuturuan natin sila ng mali. It seems like an ordinary question, pero mabigat tong question na to, no? Same thing, kung sasabihin mo na, ba't ka magpapaputok dyan? Warning shot ba, ganyan? This is not an ordinary police situation in the street. We were on high alert the whole day. Wednesday, nakipaghabulan sa senador. We are a branch of government. And I'm not protecting any senator here. We're protecting the integrity of the Senate, the integrity of our Philippine Constitution. This is not about men or women or politics. This is about laws. It is about our democracy. It is about our Constitution. Okay? So, my main complaint yesterday was that from the search for the truth, parang naging PR campaign. PR meaning public relations. Parang may narrative, counter-narrative, para bang rumble sa college na wala nang pakialam kung sino tama at mali. Basta't kung brag mo yon, doon ka nakakampi. So para bang may 2 sides of the narrative and then bahala na si Batman. Basta't ang importante, yung narrative namin. Hindi po. That's why nung humingi kami ng tulong, unang-una hiningi namin, every single person in the Senate ay ma-secure at masiguradong ligtas at hindi masaktan, including of course the Senate media na tinutukan talaga yung mga nangyayari doon. Ang problema, parating pa lang si Secretary John Vic at saka ang NCR ang NCRPO na sa labas, but ang Chief PNP may nagsasabi na stage to. So meron ng narrative. And then may counter-narrative na. I did not give in to a counter-narrative. So tignan nyo po ang aming joint statement at pagharap sa press ni Secretary Remulla. Sinabi ko, hintayin yung investigasyon. Hindi ko binanggit yung word na NBI, although meron na kaming initial findings na NBI, because I didn't want to influence anyone. And I didn't want this to be a government versus government unless there is a hard evidence, no? So, if the past few days we've seen PR campaigns, public relation campaigns, let me talk to you this afternoon or this evening about a different PR campaign. Sana po the rest of the day today and tomorrow, especially tomorrow, which is a holy day for many religious people regardless of your faith. Ang PR campaign na aking pong propose ay Prayer and Reflection Campaign. Prayer and Reflection Campaign. So let me start with prayer. May mawawala ba ho if as a nation we pray? So unang-unang prayer, di ba? To submit to God. God, we're imperfect. God, this is your country. God, this is your people. This is your government. This is your Senate. So kung anong gusto natin idain? Lord, this is your people. Maraming gutom. Lord, in a quick 2 months, third month nung gera sa Middle East between Iran, Israel, and the US, ang laking nagbago sa mga negosyo, sa kabuhayan, sa presyo ng pagkain. Lord, optimistic ang aming future nung una, pero ba't biglang nag-away-away ang gobyerno at ngayon, who's in charge? Diba? I mean, I'm talking from the local level, and I'm talking about religious leaders, business leaders, student leaders, leaders in media, leaders in government. Parang ang gulo-gulo. So, one point lang about prayer. Some people believe, and I'm equally guilty of that when you pray, you're talking to God. Part of prayer is meditating on His Word and receiving His answer. His answer can come but through calmness and quiet. His answer can call through circumstance. His answer is in His Word. His answer can come from visions. Diba? Ang point ko lang po, hindi to parang, Mami, Daddy, gusto ko ng kotse. Mami, Daddy, gutom na ako, kain tayo sa labas. Hindi po ganun eh. Papa, Mama, Mother's Day, kain tayo sa labas. Yes or no? Hindi po. You have to be still and quiet and also listen. Why reflect? So, I've gotten very good compliments. I've also read very unreasonable demands, including sa resignation ko. But let me ask you, may mawawala bang I'll reflect on it? May mawawala ba I'll look back last Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, lalo na Wednesday, what happened? Could I have done better? Did I do my best? Was I there for other people? Am I fully protecting the institution, or was I also a little bit political? Did I open up enough the Senate to an investigation? Tandaan nyo po, balance yun. Ha? If I have to protect the Senate, so hindi ka pwedeng totally mag-surrender na bahala na kayong lahat mag-imbestiga. It is a branch of government. We have to protect the integrity of the Senate. On the other hand, we have to make sure it's independent, transparent, believable, credible. So, I also criticize yung iba kong mga kasama kasi una, hindi kami nakarinig na buhay pa ba kayo, kamusta kayo. Then pangalawa, ang criticize at yung ginamit na po na na narrative is political. Having said that, may mawawala ba for me to check, tama ba yung mga sinabi ko about them? If I were in their position, ano bang iisipin ko, di ba? So, when we reflect, we have to start with ourselves. Ang daling mag-reflect sa iba. Madaling mag-reflect sa kalaban mo, sa kabilang grupo, sa maling ginawa ng executive, maling ginawa ng... but what about yourself? No? So, I'll be doing that. Yes, I'll be meeting some senators. I'll be preparing for Monday. We'll be doing a lot of things. I'll have a little bit of a family time. I'll try to get some rest. Medyo, alam nyo, pagod, konting acid. I've been having medyo dry din yung mouth. I think because nga, pagka may antihistamine Aside from anti-asthma, pag natutulog, nakaka-dry din ang mouth. So, there's many things. We're all human, di ba? But we're all created in God's image and nature. And I want to read this verse, 3 John 1:4. I have no greater joy than to hear that my children are walking in truth. Napakagandang verse, di ba? Sabi niya, I have no greater joy than to hear that my children are walking in truth. So hindi sinabi dito, I have no greater joy than to hear the Soto group being the majority in the Senate. Hindi sinabi dito, I have no greater joy than Cayetano replacing Soto. Hindi nakalagay dito that I have joy na tama ang DILG or tama ang DOJ or Ombudsman. Ang nakalagay dito, I have no greater joy than my children. And I do believe all of us have the right to be His children. Of course, we have to believe. And sabi that, are walking in truth. So, hindi lang believing in truth, hindi lang seeking truth, but walking in truth. So, babalik ako sa prayer. Let's all pray for truth. Diba? Kasi pag may for example ang isang addict, naniniwala siyang hindi siya addict, hindi siya gagaling. So, let's say addict sa alak. So, ang inisip usually ng addict sa alak, kung 2 bote lang, 2 shot, kaya ko yan. Diba? Or addict sa sugal. Kung magtotongits lang naman ako ng tanghali, magkakasino lang ako mamayang gabi, mag-online gaming lang ako in between, hindi naman ako addict. So, if you do not start with the truth, you cannot address the problem. So, ganun din po. If the Senate will think that the problem is the majority, if ibebenta nila, impeachment lang to, yan lang ang without saying na, sandali lang, how have we dealt with corruption issues? Have we done enough to really address it? How have we dealt with prices, with inflation, prices of food, productivity ng ating farmers, with flood control? Hindi lang yung flood control investigation, tag-ulan na. Kita nyo, konting ulan, may bumabaha na. So, we have to reflect on so many things, di ba? Dati, leader tayo sa education. Totoo ba, the last year, naunahan pa tayo ng Cambodia sa tourism. Paano kabuhayan ng ating mga kababayan? Let me give you one point. I'm reflecting on, alam ko na kasi kasunod pag ganito na may kahirapan, kasunod na nito new taxes. Whether the day na medyo controversial yung IMF, 1970s, 80s, hanggang nung naging congressman ako, late 1998, parati yan, na ayusin nyo yung fiscal position nyo, yung pananalapi, mag-tax na naman. So, paulit-ulit ko po sinasabi, sana ngayon may makinig na as Senate President and head of the new majority. Nung panahon ni President Ramos at nagka-crisis, nag-impose siya ng 10% across the board sa lahat ng departamento. Maliit lang ang budget nun. Ngayon, mahigit 6 trillion yung budget So, pag nag-impose ka ng 10%, forced savings, 600 billion na kagad yun. Kahit imperfect, sabihin natin, some departments 5%, some 7, some 10, some 12. Sa 5%, 300 billion yun. Baka naman hindi natin kailangan ng taxes. Or baka kailangan, pero as the new Senate President, at least while I'm there, ipakita nyo muna na lahat ng luho at lahat ng hindi kailangan sa gobyerno na isang tabi at magagamit natin sa tama. Okay? I will recognize whatever the administration has done or is doing, di ba? But there's so much we can do. And we're only talking about the 2026 budget. Tandaan nyo, may pera pa from the 2025 budget. O yung ibang nirealign for the crisis, ma-report kung nasaan yan. So just an example, no, that as I reflect, di ba? So I also have to reflect kasi kung what we're going to do today, what we're going to do tomorrow, what will next week, next month, next year look to each and every Filipino. So guys, thank you for spending time with me today. Ulitin-ulit yung verse. Sabi ng Panginoon, I have no greater joy than to hear that my children are walking in truth. So sana po, magkalaban man tayo sa politika, magkaiba man ang opinion natin, we can start looking at each other as lahat anak ng Diyos. Just because we have different ideas, we don't have to call each other evil, di ba? Or call each other names. There is evil. There is evil in our society, di ba? Pero kaya nga sinabing hate the sin but love the sinner. So sa lahat po na sumasama mismo sa live, sa viewers natin ngayon, thank you po. This time around, nakiusap po ako kay George na hawakan yung cellphone kasi nga usually ako, but just so that makakonsentrate ng konti. At saka ngayon, uminom ako ng Gaviscon nata yun kasi nga medyo may acid ng konti. And I still have so I know may nakikinig ng mga ka-dinner ko. Thank you for joining us tonight. I will be there in 10 minutes. God bless you guys. Good night po.